Hi, I'm David.
And this is Steven.
And welcome to DS Playtime. Today, we're playing Hideo Kojima's Blade Runner.
A cyberpunk classic.
Yep. Let's go ahead and start a new game.
Similarities to actual people, places, and events are entirely coincidental. Even the ones in the year 2047?
I don't believe them.
I do not believe.
Or perhaps an invasion
Terminator?
from some other
Terminator,
world.
there's
They
T-1000.
fear in winter, killing humans and infiltrating society by taking the place of their victims.
Definitely.
Employing
Yeah.
an artificial
I mean, this is
skin,
straight up Terminator
they can
2 right
sweat
here.
And even bleed. Part organic,
Can they
part
poop?
machine. They're almost impossible to distinguish. from
Can
one another.
androids poop? Can cyborgs poop?
Do androids dream of crippling diarrhea?
As they steal their victims' bodies in order to take their place, these mysterious invaders become known as
It's like Da Vinci's
Snatchers.
Terminator.
Oh, look out, he's coming to get you.
It's like that Terminator arcade game.
Yeah. I remember one time I put in 2 quarters and I got to use both Uzis. That was a good day.
I'm still trying to figure out why this game is called Snatcher.
I'm not sure either. I guess because they snatch people. They're like, they snatch you. They snatch you and they take over your life.
Well, yeah, he did say that they take over their host or whatever like that. So
Yeah.
maybe it's kind of like, well, there you go. Okay, that'll lead me to a talking point. Kojima ripoffs.
Kojima ripoff.
So see, already we got Blade Runner,
Yeah. And Terminator.
Terminator. So now is it like Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
I guess so. He likes doing that kind of shit though. Wait. Oh. Hold on. I've got to rock out to this for just a
The
second.
best song in the history of video games.
Best song in the history of video games. I don't think you're prepared for the saxophone. I don't think you're ready. And how is this opening shot not Blade Runner? It's completely Blade Runner. It's called an homage.
You can't tell at the moment, but I am dancing to this sexy music.
we're kind of getting down over here. When you start a video game and you're greeted by a song like this, you know you're in for a ride.
Oh,
It's a movement.
got some rock'em sock'em robots over there.
Rock'em sock'em stabbing thugs in the alleyway.
Oh, Grandpa.
He don't give a shit. But yeah, Kojima's always done things like that. Like how the cover... Have you not seen the cover for the original Metal Gear? It is straight up a traced screen grab from the first Terminator movie. And then in Metal Gear 2, Big Boss kind of looks like Sean Connery.
Yeah. I mean, I never saw the cover art. I always just saw the cartridge or whatever. And
Straight
it
up.
was always like ripped and stuff.
Straight up.
What is a Kukahaya Club? Okay, this music is cool and all, but can we play the game now?
Yeah. I'm not done yet.
Oh,
We got plot.
How's work? Everything okay?
Gillian, what is it? What's wrong?
Jamie, I've become a junker.
A junker? Gillian,
Junker,
but
huh?
why?
Jamie, you know why. It's the
It's
only
because you don't knock my junk around anymore, Jamie.
well, is he like a junker? Does he like go around and to like pick barns?
Like American Pickers.
Yeah.
I have to face them and find
Or
out.
is he hooked on that smack?
But I can sense that there is something terrible hidden in our past. And if we remember it,
He's
it
not
will
even paying
destroy
attention.
us.
His eyes are closed.
He's like, Jesus Christ, this shit again.
Here comes Edward James Olmos.
Yep, here he comes. He say you Blade Runner.
Yeah? What? I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. It's like that cartoon cops fighting crime
I'm in a future time. Look at that face. Did you see that? He was like,
Well, it's just like Harrison Ford's face in the movie Blade Runner.
And I never really noticed that until we watched it again the other day. Harrison Ford makes some weird fucking faces in Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, aka the many faces of Harrison Ford.
Rewatch it sometime and just watch. Favorite cyberpunk movie? Go.
Well, you know, obviously, for our generation, it's got to be something like Hackers. Even though the whole concept of what happens in the movie is nowhere near realistic.
No. That's why everybody liked it. Hackers were flipping their shit and loved the movie because it made them seem so much cooler than they actually were.
Omni Building. Junker headquarters, where we put all our shit. But yeah, hackers.
Act 1, Snatch.
That's kind of hot. But you know, hackers, okay? Great music. Great visualizations. You know, clothing, everything.
Soundtrack.
Yeah.
Soundtrack especially.
I don't know how much into cyberpunk culture it goes. It just kind of shows people hanging out and talking about computers all the time, which might be part of it, but
You're Mr. C.
it's mainly just plot.
My name is Mika C.
When I think
I'm the administrative
cyberpunk
assistant
culture,
operator here at Junker
the only thing that really comes to mind is that one episode of Ghost Rider when the girl is all up in somebody's face. Like, do you know what it's like to jam with the keyboard cowboys in cyberspace or whatever? That's what cyberpunk culture is to me. It's just some chick all up in your steez. Alright, we gotta
So
talk
this is
some
one of
shit.
them,
Visual novels
yeah.
where you've gotta like do everything twice before it'll even let you progress. Everything.
Ask her about herself.
Well, so have I talked to you enough yet? Can I like get out of here? Can I investigate? Let's look deep into her chest.
She's
Protected by a shield. It's
You
called
can't-
a blouse.
Investigate.
I think we already asked her about everything we need to. Let's
ask
investigate
her
the plate.
Oh.
The
Japanese.
now we
I learned
know.
something. Japanese undercover neurokinetic elimination ranger. Okay.
Let's investigate. the
Can you just
camera.
please let us in the door?
No, we've got to look at this camera.
I mean, she knows that we're.
We've got to look at the area too.
She knows that we're a junker. She knows what we're here. You know, let us in the damn building.
Okay, now we can go in.
Mr. C.
Yeah.
Gillian's fine, and you can call me Gillian, Mika.
Okay.
That looks nothing like her.
I'll open the main
Yeah.
door and show you around headquarters.
I also love how the cover of the game makes the dude just look so much like Harrison Ford. Let's ask the chief some shit.
Look at him. Look at him.
Let's look at the chief.
Look at his sexy mustache.
Just as I imagined him. He's everything I ever dreamed of.
He's everything you want.
No,
Okay.
I refuse. I absolutely refuse.
I like how it's all this futuristic stuff around him, but then he's got like this simple.
Book or whatever.
No,
the
he's
fuck
got
that
like
is.
this plants, like a. He has a picture of plants.
I think he drew that.
He doesn't have actual plants. He just has a drawing of plants.
Yeah. Hold on. Can we investigate this picture? This is important. We need to know.
So this is.
His taste in art, huh? It's very special to him.
I rub off to it 3 times a day. I have left to do with this guy. Well, it says exit, so we
Yeah,
guess
so let's just go.
Oh.
I'm just trying to make sure. Oh, we gotta ask.
Okay,
about
why
our
even
duties.
have the option to exit
If you cannot, then exit.
if he's not gonna let you leave anyways?
Chief isn't done talking yet. Let's ask about the staff.
So Chief, do you want me to actually do some work?
Yeah. You just want to sit here and shoot the shit all
You don't
day.
want to sit here and talk to me for 3 hours.
This is your Junker ID card.
Well, thank you.
It will identify you as a Junker. Carrying it allows you to
Junker.
exercise your special
Junker seed.
I see.
You know what this room reminds me of?
What's that?
The opening scene of War Games. When they're doing that missile simulation thing and they have to use their keys.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that room. And that's what prompted them to put electronic relays instead of people to fire off the nukes, which caused the whole scenario.
That
Okay.
was, as far as hacking goes, that was probably the only movie that kinda depicted it in a realistic manner, like the closest to what it actually was.
Just some dude realistically typing keys, not just flailing his fingers all
No,
over the keyboard.
I fucking hate that shit. I hate it.
Like you have like movies like Hackers where they're just flitting their fingers all over the place just to like type one word.
And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
All you were doing is opening up one menu. Takes you like 10 minutes on the keyboard to do that.
And 500 keystrokes. What the fuck are you...
You know, like in war games, it's real. It's a dude on the computer and it looks real. But then you get movies like Hackers where he's, quote unquote, hacking the Gibson, and it shows like this, like, model of a CPU, like, floating around in space, and light flying around everywhere, and neon lights, and it's like he's in the computer. Yeah. Which I guess it's kind of cool, like Cyberpunks, they want to get in depth and be like in the moment or whatever. Maybe that might be a metaphor for being in the moment.
No, I think they were just trying to make the shit look cool. They were trying to make something that actually isn't that interesting looking, because it's just a guy sitting at a computer.
Yeah.
Make it look all cool and awesome. I don't know how to use a computer. Tell me how to use a computer, Snatcher.
I have forgotten how to use a computer because I have amnesia.
Step 1, gotta remember, put your junker card in.
Put your junk in the slot. I remember that virtual reality games used to be big. Like, there were like ones in arcades. Now that, whatever happened to virtual reality? It's like, it was here and it was like really big.
Yeah, let me tell you what. Oh yeah, I remember. Do you remember in the mall they would have those stands or whatever?
Yeah.
And you'd go in. I only ever played one of those once, and it was kind of cool. It's kind of like a really proto Oculus Rift kind of thing.
Dude, you're about to have to do some target practice.
Yeah, I got it. I got this.
Okay.
Draw my gun, and I pull out my gun. Yeah, let me tell you what happened to virtual reality. Damn, what was that dude's name? I'm trying to concentrate on shooting pictures of Terminators and trying to think of his name. It wasn't William Gibson. It was the other guy.
Well, there's Corey Doctorow.
No, it wasn't Corey Doctorow.
And obviously it wasn't Philip K. Dick.
It's what's his face right up there. Neil Stephenson. Neil Stephenson wrote Snow Crash, and everybody was like, "Oh, holy shit!" And then it came true. Second Life happened, and then everybody saw that and said, "Oh." And that was the end of that.
Okay, so you got the Virtual Boy. What was it called? Was it the R-Zone?
Mm-hmm.
Which was like the Walmart version?
Dude, I had one.
It was like,
I actually
it was Tiger
owned an
Electronics,
R-Zone.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Tiger.
Speaking of which, okay, you know the thing that you wear on your head when you play the R-Zone game?
Yeah.
It looks like that shit that Dave Murphy uses in Hackers when they're hacking the Gibson at the end.
What the hell was that thing?
I don't know, man.
And what was it used? Did he have it wired into the telephone or what? What's going on?
I don't know. I guess it was supposed to, some kind of mirror to help him see.
Like what?
I don't know, like to where he wouldn't like have to look all the way down on the computer. I don't know. Uh-oh.
Somebody call Snake.
It's Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Which is obviously a nod to the creator of this game.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2.
What do you think?
Uh-huh.
Here, see how she feels.
Feels just fine.
Just fine.
Unbelievably light.
So light that I could just blow your head clean off your shoulders.
Guns the army uses.
But you wouldn't remember that because you have amnesia.
And then he shoots him in the face, and then he goes, "Oh no, what happened? Somebody's been shot." Oculus Rift and the Google Glass, all it does is remind me of, and I watched it not too long ago. I think the video was from like 1992. It was this guy in Japan. I can't remember his name and I can't remember the company's name, but he was developing wearable computers. And it was stuff like you'd have like a keyboard strapped across your chest, and you'd have like a little flip-up monitor down by your crotch that you could use. And it had like a fax on your hip that you could dial a number in. It had a camera mount that stuck on your shoulder like some kind of Predator cannon or some shit. And it's funny because he wasn't too far off.
You would wear this out in public.
Yeah.
Just you'd be hanging out at the coffee shop, just typing on your tummy.
Came in such designer colors as
Blue,
white, and orange. That was about it.
Fantastic. And it was like a whole body outfit.
This motherfucker wants to be carried while we run. That's some lazy shit.
You got some legs.
Otacon didn't need to be carried. Otacon had that shit on lockdown. Okay, are we done here? Are we done? No, we're not. We cannot leave. We need to look at... We need to stare deep into Harry's beard first.
Alright, so...
Let's look at the wall.
We got the man, William Gibson.
Yeah, he was kind of the originator.
I heard that he didn't even know how to use a computer, or didn't even own one for the longest time.
It's true. It's completely true. He wrote all that shit, and the opening line. Oh wait, we got
a telephone call.
a telephone call.
Video phone call from Jean-Jacques Gibson coming in. Connecting.
Okay.
Hey Edward James, almost how you doing?
Mail snatcher.
We've cornered a mail snatcher. Bring me all your junk. I need max junk
We
backup.
must hurry. We'll use
The music got intense.
Be careful, Gillian.
Okay,
Shit's popping off.
here's your ride.
Yeah. No, that's a car. That is not a cycle. That is a car.
Travel is capable of hovering and high-speed flight.
Fantastic.
The vehicle is also VTOL capable.
And it can suck your dick.
Present no difficulty.
Dude,
Flying
All right.
tricycle, huh?
in the
I just
future, I
need
can
one of
totally
these
see
things.
that going down. Automatic cars that drive themselves and suck you off at the same time.
Well, there is this crippling porn addiction that seems to be taking over the world these days.
I am a willing sufferer. Don't.
Which, you know, back to the cyberpunk thing, it's like
Now departing for
we
the
have this
abandoned factory.
technology around us at all times. We have a phone. You could be in the doctor's office watching porn.
The future is fantastic.
You could be at family Christmas dinner and be watching some Pornhub or some Brazzers.
I love the future.
This guy really is a snatcher.
But, you know, back to the whole phone thing, it's like
all that training really paid off.
all this advanced technology that's supposed to be happening in like these old, you know, cyberpunk things. Now we got these phones and tablets that can do almost anything.
Yeah.
And they fit in our pocket. We don't need like a whole room to run it.
Yeah. It's crazy. Oh, what's that rule called? I can't remember because I'm dumb. You know what I'm talking about? It's the rule that says every so many years the power of a processor, technology, whatever is going to double. Oh, it's got a name. I can't remember what the name is, and
I don't know, but those look like hot dog joysticks.
they look like dildos to me.
I see it.
It's just another.
Well, that's because you got that porn
I
addiction.
got that crippling porn addiction.
I see hot dogs because I'm a fat ass. This kind of reminds me of the scene from Johnny Mnemonic where
Yeah, where
he
he's
finds damn, what's his name?
Ice T.
It's Ice-T's character, but I forgot what his name was in the movie. But basically, he finds heaven or whatever, that what they
Yeah.
call heaven. Jones the Dolphin.
Yeah.
Who is Jones? Who's Jones? Who is Jones?
Oh no!
He's that guy who
was
fucked
that?
your mother.
Let's investigate this.
I swear that thing looks like a little creepy doll. Just hanging out on the ground. And his name's Little Tommy. It makes sense.
Let's check out this sparkling Cabbage Patch doll. What?
Investigate.
Let's look at the ceiling. Let's look at Little John.
Okay, that didn't look like anything like when it was a far away shot.
He's got some kind of Polaroid top. Some kind of missing eyeball.
And like a Hoover vac kind of thing. Cyberpunk, but it's also like those detective movies of like the 30s and 40s and 50s.
Yeah, the noir. The
Yeah.
noir kind of thing. I like that too. I'm a noir fan. I like noir. Oh, we got a body. Let's listen.
It's uncomfortably quiet.
Let's check the body.
No, you hit the ground.
Jesus.
Wow. When did this game come out?
Now analyzing recovered tissue sample.
Yeah, I wonder why the visual novel format just never really took off.
Because it's fucking annoying.
Well, it's still got its fans and it's still got its niches.
It's like
I
an
guess.
Encyclopedia Brown kind of game. You get to choose your adventure. You gotta do all these choices as you go through. I think this game came out in like '94.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I miss Choose Your Own Adventure books. Choose Your Own Adventure books were pretty fucking cool. And I would cheat like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you read all three options.
Okay, Dick.
He said something about his son
Yeah,
and cancer.
So Philip K. Dick had this like experience. He did a lot of drugs,
Obviously, I mean, look at his.
and he said he thought he met God, and that God was kind of like a giant space computer, named, and it had a name. Its name was Valis, and
Well, that explains some things. That name has come up a couple of times in things I've been reading
yeah,
lately.
that was all Philip K. Dick's doing, and so the weirdest
Whoa.
story about
Your
it.
motion detector's going off, bro.
Yeah, we gotta go chase some snatchers. So the weirdest story was one day he just kind of gets it in his head that his son's, I can't even remember what kind of disease it was, but he gets it in his head that his son is sick, and he's like really specific about what he's sick with and where in his body the doctors need to look and all that. And so he won't take no for an answer, so he rushes his son to the hospital, and they examine him, and he was right. There was like a tumor or something in a specific part of his son's body, and if they hadn't have gotten to it so early, it would have killed him. It's kind of weird.
Thank you, Mr. Kojima.
Oh, we got movement. We got bogeys.
All right, here's where your training is a
Junker.
yeah.
An ace junker. Let's do it.
Now it's like an arcade
Blammo.
style shooter.
Boom. Pow.
Got some Area 51 kind of stuff going on.
I wouldn't even want to try this shit with the Sega Blaster. Blam.
Blah, blah, blah.
Shit.
Oh, he got
I
man. That
actually
took
got
a lot
hit.
of life.
I actually got hit. I don't believe it.
Now here's the question: will you ever heal that life, or are you gonna have that
I
little
don't
life for the rest of
know.
the game?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I played this game.
Well, yeah. No.
They hit me once, but I'll survive. Wow, he actually reacted.
Whoa. Well, that answered my question.
Oh. Well, that stopped my bleeding.
Junker's blood.
Now
fluid.
injecting Junker's blood fluid.